Okay, in this question, we are going to go through 3 past paper questions to let you know how to deal with them. So let's go through a real example. So here is a past paper of a PP, the practice paper. Question 3. So look at the last sentence of the question. Normally we can find the market here, the memory product of the Japan. Okay, so here then we go to the first step and let's find out what happened. The earthquake in Japan, okay, something like earthquake in Japan is the damage of production of damage production memory products. Okay, then that is something happened. According to this happened, damage production of the memory products. So normally we can understand that that's the supply is related to the sellers. They cannot sell anymore. Okay, so they cannot sell much, right? So they drop the supply. Then second, let's look at what happened in the finally. So it asks us to, as a result, the price rose, and also under what condition the total expenditure will fall. Okay, so actually give us more details, more information. The price will increase later on and the total revenue decrease. Okay, so let us do the logic. Okay, the first step is the supply decrease. According to supply decrease, we know that price will increase in the quantity demand, or the quantity will decrease. Second step, total revenue decrease. That means decrease is more powerful. Okay, and let's look back to what we analyzed. Decrease is the quantity. So we know that this time percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in price. Okay, then this is the features of elastic demand. Okay, elasticity of demand is greater than 1. So let's go through that. So what should we do in our answer? Okay, first we try to draw a diagram of elastic demand. Okay, in upper part, because the supply decreased this time, so any 2 points, we have S1 here. Then equilibrium P1 Q1. Then next is S2, equilibrium P2 Q2. Then arrows, remember. Then we have a plus area, minus area. Plus area is more, and the minus area is big. Let's check whether we can fit with the result. The result is a total revenue decrease. Yes, the minus area is greater, so we draw a right diagram. So let's go. We go to the elaboration. First, we should talk about, because according to the questions, the damage of the production facility. Okay, so that is something happened. Damage of production facilities result in decrease of supply of memory product. Okay, then the second step about the supply decrease, supply curve shift to the right, left, S1 to S2. Third, price increase, P1 to P2, quantity transacted, should be decreased, Q1 to Q2. Then fourth, when demand is elastic. Fifth is the definition of elastic demand. Percentage change in quantity demand. You just memorize this, it's okay. It's more than percentage change in price. The last one, total revenue decrease. Oops. P1 Q1 to P2 Q2. Okay, that's all the answer. The diagram we can get the marks about the change of supply, the change of a P and Q, and the correct change of the total revenue, and then all these things, they may cost 1 mark each sentence. Okay, so it just depends on the market scheme. Okay, let's see this question, the 2013 question 9a, and let's see what market is talking about. And at the last sentence, it said as it related to the MTR. Okay, and what is something happen? Actually, that is a very big piece of the article, but it only tells us that there is a rise in fare. Okay, the fares increased by 5.4%. Actually, that's all actually. So it asks us about what is the final result. The final result is what condition the total expenditure of a passenger will increase. Okay, so let's write down some remarks on that. The MTR, that is a rise in fares, that means the price increase. Then the final result is the TR increase, and that's all. Okay, so according to our logic, so what should we think about? And the first step, when there is a price increase, so we know that that is a quantity demand will decrease, right? So and the second one is the TR should be increased. That means the increased power is bigger. Okay, so let's check. According to our analysis before, it belongs to the power of price. So we know that the percentage change in quantity demand is smaller than the percentage change in price. Okay, because price is winner this time. So it is inelastic demand. Okay, this is our analysis. So let's go to the diagram. Okay, a demand curve, because that is inelastic, so in the bottom part. Okay, so we just pick 2 points, and because that is price increase, so original price, that means P1 Q1 is below, then P2 Q2 price increase, quantity decrease, and remember to put the plus and minus. Okay, then plus minus. Okay, and then you can see that the plus area is bigger than the minus, so total revenue increase, and double check with the results of the question mentioned. So it fit, right? So then go to the next step, elaborations. P up, QD down. Then when the demand is inelastic. Third, definition of an inelastic demand. Percentage change in quantity demand is smaller than the percentage change in price. Fourth, the total revenue increase. That's all. Okay, let's one of the hardest corrections of elasticity of demand, because sometimes it gives you a trap. Okay, so and whatever, let's start with the logic we used to. So find the market, because in the question it's mentioned about the MTR service. So it's about the local service of MTR, and let's see what happened at the beginning. It said that that is a according is a table 1, and in table 1 there is a fare adjustment rate and a total passenger boarding, total revenue. So according to, we have to relate to the economic concept. What fare, actually that is price. Passenger boarding, what's that? That is quantity, right? And total revenue, so it's total revenue. So according to the table, we can see that the fare is keeping increase, although the increasing rate is different, but all of them are increasing. So we can see that when the price increase, then the quantity, let's check what happened to the quantity. 1431, 1475, 15848, we can see that all of them are increasing, and also total revenue increasing. Okay, so according to what we learned, why P and Q to increase together? Okay, that's a question. But we can see that, we can conclude that if a P and Q increase together, of course total revenue increase. But according to the question, we ask us, is that because the inelastic demand? Okay, so let's go back to our logic to find out whether is that correct. Okay, so price increase, if there's nothing changed before, the quantity should decrease. But we have a difficulties here, because according to the data, quantity is increased. So actually something should be happened before. Okay, so the logic is something happened, make the price and the quantity increase together. So what's that? According to what we learned, we know that demand increase. Only when demand increase, price and quantity will increase together. Okay, then that's why total revenue increase. We have no doubt, we do not use the elasticity of demand, because the direction of P and Q, they are same direction. So the TL definitely will increase. So no need to concern about the responsiveness of the consumer. Okay, so if we know that, it only because the demand change, not because inelastic demand. So we cannot conclude this statement. This statement is wrong. Okay, so but it asks you to answer with the end of the diagram. So what should we do? Actually, very simple. Because we know that it's about the demand increase, so we try to use D1 S and find the P1 Q1. Then we have a D2 P2 Q2. Then increasing price, increasing quantity demand, and also a plus area. The whole area is a plus. I think it's easier to identify. The whole area is increased, so total revenue increase. Okay, so in our answer, of course, we have the conclusion no. Okay, but how do we show that? When that is demand increase, price, according to table 1, price and quantity decrease, that means number of passenger. Okay, so the total revenue increase. Okay, so if we can mention about that, and also using passenger total revenue MTL corporation, this kind of wordings, we can get the full marks.